That looks nice. Man, Dalriata have nice baits. Look at this.
I sensed your approach, my king. I, Gurfan of the Gunvaldir tribe, salute you as my forefathers decreed.
How do you know I'm not alone?
Ah, so you're still speaking with your own voice. Good. At least I won't have to bother with that formal drivel Camelot loves so much. Tell me, how does it work with the two of you? Does the king speak through you sometimes? Or is he just a passenger in your head? Will he ever come out and talk to me face to face? Or does he just sit there quietly, never getting involved? Either way, I've got a few things to say to him. Not exactly polite ones.
We talk in specific conditions.
Ah, so he won't be speaking. Still too weak, is he? Not surprising. Well, then give my regards to the old man. Tell him the Gunvaldir tribe stayed loyal to the old treaties right to the end. The same can't be said of the Camelocians. A pack of cowardly dogs without honor. I hope Arthur's squirming in your head, seeing what his beloved capital has been up to.
What kind of treaties did you have with Arthur?
Normal ones. Honorable. He entrusted us with the forlorn swords and his crown, the one he used to command giants. We were sworn to guard them. In return, Camelot was supposed to leave us alone, now and forever. But the Camelocians didn't hold up their end of the deal. May their souls rot in the weirdness. Can you hear me, Arthur? The treaty is rubbish. I'm rallying the tribes, and we're marching on Camelot. Nothing can stop us anymore. Except ourselves, damn it.
I came here for Arthur's helmet.
Why? He's barely gotten his life back, and not even all of it. Does he have a death wish or something? There's a passage, sure. And if you're Arthur, it will open for you. Go ahead, if you think you're strong enough. Nobody's gonna stop you. But let me warn you, it's not gonna be an easy journey, or a short one.
What do you mean?
Well, the giants are asleep, at least on the surface. But below, what if they wake up when they see Arthur? I doubt they'll be happy. And if the giants weren't enough, there are still the monsters, and other surprises. The legends about this place make it all pretty clear. If I were you, I wouldn't go in there. At least, not until you're sure you have the strength to handle what's hiding inside. Or without the blessing of the tribes, as agreed 600 years ago. You'd know that if you remembered our agreements, Arthur.
Blessing of the tribes?
Yes. The funny thing about our king, as you may already know, was that he was pretty sure of himself and his abilities. He knew he could march in there, grab his crown whenever he wanted, so he didn't sweat when he made a deal with our ancestors. He said he'd come back for his royal hat, only if the kingdom was in a dire situation, and if all tribes agreed to let him. Traditionally, this was meant to be done during a moot, an assembly of the tribes, and I'm calling one, so we can help each other out, if you're up for it.
What do you need?
Well, I need the chieftains to come here, because we have to agree on a united front, if we're going to fight Camelot. And I want to make damn sure that we fight Camelot not as a solitary tribe, like hot-headed One-Eye once, but as a united force. But I'm worried that something might be keeping them from leaving their villages. I'd like you to look into it.
Why would the tribes listen to an outsider?
They won't. Our tribes aren't exactly known for getting along, and gathering them all in one place at the same time. That's almost a miracle. But now they've left Gunvelder in its time of need, and they're ashamed. And that's even worse. That's why you have to shame them even more, so that they have no choice but to come here or risk their honor. And if they say they won't come because, then you'll deal with a because, right? After all, you're the king, aren't you?
All right. Help out with the tribes or go there on my own?
Exactly. There's only one sane course of action, but you do you. I'll be waiting. I'm not going anywhere. As a Gunvelder, I've got nowhere to go anyway.
So, imagine this wise leader standing here, and then he sees this guy. And he asks, "Are you King Arthur?" Oh man. How many tribes are there?
As of now, 4. The Volker, the Svein, the Ulfra, and the Toid. Each one with its role, each one with its problems.
Tell me about Volker.
The Volker were our berserkers, Mather's chosen warriors, unstoppable in battle. But Mather abandoned them, or so they believe. Now their rage is dulled, and they're slipping into despair. If we don't reignite their spirit, we risk losing them entirely.
Tell me about Svein.
The Svein are hunters and guardians of something ancient, what they call a god. Forest devilry, if you ask me. Dangerous enough for us to keep our distance.
Tell me about Ulfr.
The Ulfra are warriors, the best of us. Or they were. They've gone silent. No word from their chieftain, no sign of life near the haunted keep. I fear what might have befallen him.
Tell me about Thud.
Mages, clever but strange. Their power is real, but their methods, unsettling. They see the world differently. Useful in a fight, but don't expect to understand them. Still, strength is strength, even if it's wrapped in riddles and sparkles. Each tribe carries a part of our legacy. If we are to stand together again, we'll need them all, even the ones who've lost their way.
So you want to invade Camelot?
An eye for an eye. There's no other way. Does that surprise you? I was the one who honored the old treaties Camelot violated. I was the one who tried to convince One-Eye not to throw people into guerrilla warfare, but to organize a proper military campaign instead. But for that, I'd need united tribes. And getting us all to work together on our own turf? That's proven to be exceptionally difficult.
Why did the Camelot attack the Gunvalder tribe?
If you ask me, they got scared. The giant in our village started glowing. Maybe waking up, maybe coming alive. Whatever it is giants do. We were glad, though the other tribes, not so much. They envied us, no doubt about that. And that's probably why they didn't lift a finger to help when Camelot invaded our lands. Us, the Dalrida, we have changed. We're a shadow of our ancestors. But we were not the first to raise our weapons.
You were glad the giant was coming alive?
Well, you see, the giants for us are a bit like gods. We call them our protectors. It's a tradition dating back to the battles of the Age of Legends. The Dalrita befriended the giants long before Arthur ever did. There was peace between us, even when we stood on opposite sides of the war. We honor them because we believe that when they awaken, they will repay our care with their protection. It's good to have allies like them.
Tell me about Gunvalder tribe.
What can I tell you? We're gone. Only a few of us are left, scattered across all of Avalon. I'm still here, and so is One Eye. He's convinced he can take Camelot with a handful of hot-headed youngsters. Foolish dreams, suicide, call it what you like. We were brave, proud, and deeply connected to nature. Each of us bonded our soul to an animal, sharing strength between us. I won't tell you more than that. I don't want to. I can't. All of this is still too fresh for me, too raw.
How did you know King Arthur is with me?
King Arthur? His presence clings to you like a shadow, unmistakable to those who still remember him. Your words, your actions, they carry the weight of him. The way you stand, even your damn stubbornness. Arthur always left his mark on those he touched. The Gunvalder haven't forgotten. Betrayed by Camelot or not, our blood still remembers the old king. But don't mistake my recognition for trust. If Arthur truly walks with you, prove it. Show me his legacy still lives and breathes.
Regarding the moot,
Yes? Who have you managed to convince?
Ashen Vow. Each blocked hit charges the shield. After gaining 10 charges, pushing with a shield creates fire explosion, dealing damage and burning nearby enemies.
Are finished! Good.
Oh. Whenever I feel strong enough, I can go there. Or I can visit those places. I'm gonna visit the places. Forgotten Hole. Can I go down safely in the waterfall? Oh, nice. Lake of the Primordial Beast. Well, hello there.
Ah, there you are. My, you're even more beautiful up close. Such strong, shapely arms. Say, would you do me a tiny little favor?
Yeah?
There was a terrible storm not long ago. It was so fierce it even woke the abyssal terror. The sea's fury was so great, it swept one of my treasure boxes onto the shore. It's still out there somewhere in the sand. But now that the waters are calm, I can't reach it. Will you help me, beautiful mortal? I miss my little trinkets so very much.
Is it really so important?
Well, not to you, perhaps. But that box is dear to my heart. My sisters and I spent many tides gathering our treasures. Once we have enough, we'll offer them to a sea witch. And in return, she'll grant us human legs for a day. We'll be able to dance with beautiful mortals until sundown. Maybe I'll even get to dance with you.
Hey, yo. Fine.
Oh, thank you. I'll stay here and enjoy the view.
You know, main quest can wait. 3 points. Take that. Let's take that too. Rest still morning. Out of curiosity. Legends say they were once women drowned by betrayal, twisted by the weirdness into something both beautiful and cruel. They lure the unwary close, then drag them under and feed on their flesh, tearing it slowly, lovingly, as if savoring every shred. She has a mace.
Have you come to give me good news? or just another lovely sight to admire?
I have the box.
Oh, thank you so much, my sweet, sweet mortal. You worked so hard to get it. I saw everything from here, and I must confess, I couldn't look away. Your body is so strong, yet so elegant. I watched you, and my fingers ached to trace every line of you. It was all-consuming. Have you ever felt that way, my beautiful mortal? Like your whole body was burning, and only another's touch could quench the flame?
Yes, I have.
Then I envy the one who touched you like that. I want to wipe every memory of them from your skin, and leave you aching only for me. I feel the strangest pull toward you, as if you've stolen my very senses, made me yearn in ways I never knew I could.
I have King Arthur inside me, that's probably why. I've never been with someone like you.
Good. Morgans are possessive creatures, and none of my sisters will ever have you. None of them deserve you. I want you for myself. I want to drive you mad with desire. I want you to think about my touch for the rest of your mortal life. All you have to do is come closer.
Move closer.
That's it. Just give in to me, my beautiful mortal. Let me show you a Morgan's passion.
The touch of her cold, wet lips douses the flames of your desire. As her claws break the skin of your neck, you begin to realize just how much of a fool you've been. You try to struggle, but her grip is unyielding. Before you can cry out, she pulls you down into the frigid depths. You open your mouth in a silent scream as her teeth sink into your flesh. The darkness that follows feels almost like mercy.
Love it.
You look so sad.
Let's see, what else can I do?
Have you... Then I feel...
That's because I have King Arthur inside me.
I do not know this Arthur you speak of. I am a Morgan. I care nothing for mortal kings. My kind bows only to the sea. No, it's you, my beautiful mortal. Just you. It's your eyes I long to gaze into. Your arms I want wrapped around me. Your lips I ache to feel against mine.
Are you sure it's not hunger?
Oh, but it is. Just not the kind you fear. Though I wouldn't mind tasting your flesh, feeling it warm and alive beneath my lips. In fact, I'd like that very much.
I've never been with someone like you.
Good. Morgan's none of them. I want you to think about all you have.
No.
No? What? I mean, you do not know what you're refusing, mortal. I could give you pleasures your mortal lovers could never even imagine offering to you. I see the way you look at me. I feel the longing you try so hard to hide. There's no shame in it. I feel it too. Just come closer.
No.
Fine. As you wish. It's your decision. Even if it haunts your nights for the rest of your life. Well, I suppose you still deserve something for your trouble. Here. You can have the treasure box. I've lost my appetite for mortals.
Caustic Wrath. Love the music. What's this? Poisoning projectile. Shoots a massive poisoning glob. Let's try it. I love how she breaks her character when you say no. She's not used to somebody telling her no. She's like, no? I mean... Old Weirdstone Mine. really like the music. Look at this cool guy here.
Begone, unworthy one. No one has the right to challenge Trigva the Unbeaten to a duel without the blessing of the Ulfa tribe.
I'll be back.
Not another step. You. Who are you? And why do you think you belong here?
I go where I please. And I please where I go. I need to speak with your people.
Not here, you don't. Ulfraland ain't for outsiders. Not unless the voice of the tribe says otherwise. Trust me, I wouldn't let you in if you were King Arthur himself. Especially not him. He'd have a sword up his ass before he took a step past this gate.
That's the matter. Gerv Hunter sent me.
Seal looks real enough. Fine. Go on in. But don't cause trouble. We don't take kindly to outsiders sticking their noses where they shouldn't.
Hey, you. Gefon sent you, didn't he? To summon us for the moot.
Yes, how did you know?
Just because we live up in the mountains doesn't mean we don't know what's happening in the wider world. Well, that works out perfectly. My father's been looking for someone for outside the tribes to help him with something. That's all I know. He didn't tell me much, but he sounded really serious. He told me to bring the first person I came across. His name is Strana. Please, go meet him at his forge. You can't miss it.
Hey! Is that you?
Oi, don't I know you from somewhere?
Buddy! Conquer! We were imprisoned together in the dungeons of the Island Asylum.
Aye, that's it. I knew you looked familiar. It's good to see a fellow survivor from that cursed hole. Tell me, friend, how did you manage it? That hooded fellow helped you, didn't he? I need to know everything.
Yeah, Caradoc. Not sure how I feel about him yet.
If you've got the guts to dislike the man who saved your life, he must have really done something to rub you the wrong way. You know, among the Dalriada, when someone saves your life, you owe them a debt until you can repay it. Usually by saving theirs. But now that I think about it, you don't have to like them. Respect is enough. So tell me, what's happening in the wider world?
Same old. The world's ending, the weirdness is scaring the wits out of people, just another day.
Sounds about right. That's why I wanted to get back to my own people. Why should I risk my neck for outsiders? They've always treated us Dalriada like we're some necessary evil. Sure, they're nice enough when you're useful, but once it's over, they look at you like you're a stray dog. Nay thanks. Dalriada will always be Dalriada, even if they're not my own tribe.
Why didn't the Ulfer tribe help the Gunvalder tribe?
Who knows? I wasn't here when Camelot attacked my tribe. I was already rotting in the asylum. If I had been, they wouldn't have pushed us back to the keep. Or maybe I'd have died an honourable death. I only know this. Thrigva forbade it. and the Ulfrats obey him like hounds chasing their master, even now in his current form.
What do you think about Thrygve?
Not my chieftain, not my problem. We Gunvalder worshipped our own giant. Wasn't exactly lively when I left the village, but now it's glowing. No one knows why. The Thoid called it a blessing. Told all the Dalriada they should rejoice. But if you ask me, they got scared. Maybe that's why no other tribe helped. Not Ulfr, not Volker, nor even Thoid, who told us to be happy about our giant.
The Dalriata have allied with the Horns of the South, who've broken ties with Camelot.
You're joking? One Eye's rebellion actually worked? Ha! Now that's a twist I didn't see coming. Never cared for One Eye, but credit where it's due. He pulled off something impressive. Now all that's left is to rally the other tribes, get word to One Eye, and boom! We've got ourselves a foothold in the south.
About uniting the tribes, Gurf Hanar sent me to gather them for the moot.
Good. It's about time. These tribes have had their heads so far up their own arses, acting like their problems are the only ones that matter. Well, who doesn't have problems, eh? Back in Arthur's time, we stood as one. Now, we're so damn stubborn we can't see past our own noses. It's bloody senseless.
Hello there.
No. You're not a Dalriata. And you're too scrawny. Wouldn't make much of an impression.
What are you on about?
I was thinking of knocking you flat in a fight. So Concha would see it and say, bloody hell, that Thyka's strong. I'd love to wrestle her. But with you, it just wouldn't work.
I'm strong enough to fight you.
No. This needs someone with a bit more meat on their bones. But thanks for the offer.
What do you even see in Conquer?
Just look at him. Those shoulders, like he could tear limbs off. Those massive fists must have crushed dozens of skulls. And the scars. Look how long and thick they are. He's taken so many blows and he's still walking, breathing, like nothing ever happened.
Doesn't it bother you that he's from another tribe?
What does that matter when he's as strong as an Ulfa? Sure, there are things he still needs to learn about us, but I'd help him with that.
So that's how Ulfrites court people?
How else could it be? What do your people do when they want to, you know? And the women don't fight. They just sit and watch. Mata, I'd die of boredom.
Oh, okay. Romantic letters?
Look at me. Can you picture me writing romantic letters?
I can?
Then you might need your head checked.
They give little gifts, jewelry, and all that stuff.
Handkerchiefs? Like he's got a cold? How the hell does a handkerchief show him I can fight? Well, I could give him a good wallop.
Great idea! Hit him! That will definitely work! Oh man. Maybe just try talking to him?
I'm no good at talking. I'll forget what I wanted to say. And he'd think I'm thick. He probably already thinks that, with me just sitting here, staring at him. We'll talk again.
Yo.
So tell me.
Oh, I can't tell.
How's it go?
Tell me about Thrygve.
Our chieftain, what's there to say? He's the strongest, so he leads. Even if the giant hadn't marked him, no one would have matched him. Off you go.
Okay. I need to reload. Maybe we can get them to hook up.
He's got to... Well,
Great idea. Hit him.
I wish. But I don't want to hurt him either. It's so stupid. I'm acting like some daft Camelot girl around him. Ugh.
Tell me about Thrigve.
Our chief... Fun. Until next...
So nothing, huh?
So tell me.
Maybe later something will happen. Hearth hole. Conqueror's house. Hey, storage. Nice. Crimson Oracle Dagger increases melee critical chance by up to 50% depending on the missing health. Multiplies sneak damage by 1.5. I'm also gonna identify. Fuel. Identify. Gem of Carrying. Triple thread bow. I'm gonna sell all of that. Hopefully, I can do it here.
Egil sent you, did he? I'm Stroner, a blacksmith. What brings you to our village?
Gurf sent me. He's calling for the moot.
That kind of order should go straight to Thrigvi, though I doubt he'd be eager to leave his throne. Until a new chieftain is chosen, Thrigvi won't attend the moot.
The voice of the tribe sent me to help with whatever is stopping you from coming.
Well, that's good news. You're just the kind of person I've been hoping for. To help with Thrigvi, that is.
What's going on with the chieftain?
Thrigvi always dreamed of surpassing mortal strength, of becoming as mighty as the giants. He became obsessed with the lone pillar near our village. The Ulfr might not be known for their writing, but we have our legends. Thrigvi found out the pillar was a place where giants entrusted their souls to the Fore-dwellers, whatever that means. So we had a throne forged into the pillar and sat on it during a weird night. What happened after that changed everything for our tribe.
Let me guess, he went mad.
I wouldn't call it madness. Thrigvi stopped being human. He grew to a monstrous size and gained unimaginable strength. He became something other. After that, human concerns no longer mattered to him. Yet he's still Ulfr, bound by our customs and rules. It might not mean much to an outsider, but trust me, it's a very dangerous situation.
Can't you choose a new chieftain?
We tried. The moment we declared a new chieftain, Thrigvi appeared out of nowhere and killed the contender with a single blow. Then, like nothing had happened, he returned to his slumber. After that, the Ulfr began worshipping him like a god. Hard to believe, considering our disdain for magic and religion, isn't it? Yet, here we are. Don't be surprised if you hear them singing his praises or fawn. They're terrified of his power, although none of them will admit it.
Are you just blacksmith or do you belong to the Stone Warden Brotherhood?
Ah, so you've met some of my brothers already. You wouldn't ask that if you hadn't. Since you know about the Stone Wardens, I'll tell you the truth. Yes, I'm a member, and the Ulfr village is our unofficial capital. Darvan himself resides here, Gerfhan's own brother, and our leader.
Why did Thrigvi forbid you from helping another tribe?
I don't know for sure. Thrigvi doesn't speak much these days, not in his current state, but I have a theory it probably had something to do with the awakening giant of the Gunvalder tribe. Many tribes envied them for it, and Thrigvi has a special connection to the giants. Maybe that played a role in his decision.
You could have gone anyway. A foolish chieftain doesn't have to be obeyed.
Not in the Ulfr tribe. Disobeying the chieftain's order means exile and losing your name, and for a Dalrita, nothing is more shameful than becoming nameless.
Tell me about your tribe.
The Ulfr are a proud people, always the first to charge into battle. For us, an honourable fight is the greatest glory and duty. We are also renowned for our blacksmiths, the finest and the forlorn swords. Our weapons and armour are unmatched all across Avalon. But now we've lost our way. When Gunvalder called for aid, and Thrigvi forbade us from going, most of us stayed behind. It's the greatest shame of our tribe, and I know many feel the same.
How can I help you with Thrigvi?
The only way to remove an Ulfr chieftain is through an honourable duel, but there's no honour in fighting something like him. Perhaps my mentor Darvan knows how to defeat him. He won't tell me. He says he's afraid I'd try to face Thrygvi myself, and honestly, he's probably right. If I knew how to bring him down, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But Darvan thinks if our plans were discovered, I wouldn't live to see another day. He's probably right about that too. My brothers have grown unpredictable.
I'll deal with Thrygvi.
Are you mad? Thrygvi is practically a demigod. No mortal can defeat him.
I'll go to Darhanar and find out.
Smart choice. He lives in the second largest house in the village. You'll find it easily enough. I'll be here if you need anything else.
So if I wanted to, could I just try to duel him? Could I try it now? I want to try it. I challenge you. Since he's not taking any damage, let's do the quest.
I'd offer you my hand, stranger, but with the stone sleep taking me away, I reckon that's not the best idea. Still, I'm glad to see a new face before I leave this world behind. Especially someone with such a rare way about them. My name is Noleg. You're the last living soul outside my kin to hear that name.
Do you need help?
Oh, no. I'm just fine with how things are.
Stone sleep?
Well, I am a stone warden. and by our custom, a day comes when the Stone Warden begins to slip into the stone sleep. We give ourselves to the ore. Stone our forebears carved through for ages, raising halls and strongholds from its heart. We become yet another monument to the forlorn swords.
I want to know more about stone sleep. Is it painful?
That depends on who you ask. Me, I feel no pain, just peace. I knew what I was signing up for. Every Stone Warden does. But not all see it the same way. My family passed long ago, so I leave no one behind. But Olaf, he still has his daughter, Fuska. And she's been arguing with Darvan for weeks now, fighting over what should become of her father.
How long does it take?
It's a deeply personal thing, different for everyone. I've known Stone Wardens who felt the first signs of the stone sleep at dawn, and by the next dusk, they were already searching for the place they'd turned to stone. And I've known others where it took years. There's no rule to it. I don't count the days anymore, but I can feel it's nearly time for me to choose a place for myself.
What about your body? Where will you be when the stone sleep is finished?
When the time draws near, one makes the journey to a place where they wish to fall asleep. And finally, when their body can no longer move or feed itself, their kin tend to them, feeding them, offering water, leaving gifts, and keeping vigil as the sleep takes hold.
Wow, so all the statues that we saw on the way. Wow. Tell me about Olaf.
One of the finest Stone Wardens I've known. Had a habit of diving headfirst into any hole he spotted underground. Nothing could stop him.
Tell me about Fuska.
Fuska doesn't agree with our tradition. Understandable. She doesn't want to lose her father. But the poor girl doesn't understand that being called to the stone is the highest honor for a Stone Warden.
Tell me more about Darwin.
Darvan is the leader of the Stone Wardens, and right now, maybe the most important man in the tribe, since Tryggvi's no good for anything anymore.
You said I have such a rare way about me. What did you mean?
You tell me. I don't know what it is exactly, but there's something different about you. They say the stone sleep makes folk more attuned to the rare and unusual things in this world. Seems you carry one of those in you.
You mentioned Tryggvi.
Let's not talk nonsense, all right? Farewell, traveller. It was good to see a new face in the Ulfr village. Who knows? Maybe I'll still be around to see your coming bear some fruit.
You're in the Hall of Remembrance, in the seat of the Stone Wardens. My name's Ast. I look after this place. Try not to make noise, or touch anything.
The Hall of Remembrance?
Yes. It's a hall, where symbols of remembrance for our ancestors are kept.
What kind of symbols?
Oh, all sorts. Best if you take a look yourself.
Will you tell me more about Stone Wardens?
You're here, so I probably can't tell you more than you already know.
About Stone Sleep. Is that normal?
Yes.
Will you enter the stone sleep too one day?
Very likely. I spend a lot of time near the weird stone.
So it's contact with the weird stone that turns you to stone?
That and weird steel, yes. But it takes time.
So they used to be people?
And they turned into stone, yes.
I suppose some of them were great chieftains and warriors.
They were. As well as master craftsmen.
Like who, for example?
Old Eirg, who was the first to describe the properties of weird steel.
What are those warrior statues standing here?
They're not statues. They're Dilrida, who've entered the stone sleep.
The stone sleep?
The name says it all, really. It's the sleep Dilrida fall into at the end of their lives, when they turn to stone.
Who do those small busts and stone heads represent?
Various Dilrida who earned honor in the Stone Wardens. I don't know if their names will mean anything to you.
Let's find out.
Alright. That sculpture is Glimhilder Ironfinger. Ring any bells?
No, can you tell me?
She led the Stone Wardens 2 centuries ago. She looked just like that sculpture.
Anything more?
Not much to say. Her rule was long and mostly peaceful.
What do you do here?
I keep things in order. And I guard this place and the memory of the Stone Wardens' history.
You're Ulfright, right?
Yes. Though in the Stone Wardens, tribal ties don't matter much. Goodbye.
I wouldn't come any closer if I were you.
Why's that?
Because I said so. And here in the official hall of the Stone Wardens, my word is law. Leave in peace. I'm not granting an audience.
You're not very welcoming to strangers, are you?
Ah, your powers of observation are truly impressive.
Stronner sent me.
Thrigva, that cursed fool. Undead and merged with the Lone Pillar, thinking himself invincible. And perhaps he is, for now. So I guess you want to challenge him to a duel. You cannot defeat him as you are. The Lone Pillar grants him strength beyond mortal flesh. No blade will bite. No armor will hold. Not unless you earn the blessings of the Giants. Listen well. To face Thrigva and live, you'll need more than just courage.
What do you mean?
You'll need to forge a weapon. A true marvel. One capable of shattering the Lone Pillar's might. Without it, you're as good as dead. I'll help you forge it. But you'll need to gather the Giants' blessings first. They hold all the fragments you'll need.
The blessing of the giants? How do I find them?
What do I look like? A giant keeper? The Giants have no love for the likes of us anymore. Their power does not come cheaply. If Stronner sent you, then go back to his hut. His wife might know something useful. Women tend to keep the wisdom their men ignore.
What would she know?
The Giants respect bargains, oaths, and stories. Stronner's wife, she knows the old ways of dealing with them.
Why hasn't Stronner told me about his wife?
Stronner keeps her close. Protective, I'd say. Or maybe ashamed. If we're being honest, the Ulfar tribesfolk say she's mad. Perhaps even a liar. Claiming she speaks to giants? You can imagine how that goes over. But mad or not, she knows things the rest of us don't. Don't judge her by their words. Go to her and listen. You might find her madness holds more truth than most men's sanity.
Why do you and Stronner conspire against Thrigva?
Conspire? Ha! Call it what you like. Plotting, scheming, or just doing what needs to be done. Thrigva's not a man anymore. He's a curse on the Ulfr. And curses don't just go away on their own. Stronner and I understand that. If you're wise, you'll understand it too. Someone has to stop him. And it sure as hell won't happen by sitting around.
If there weren't for Thrigva, would the Ulfr have joined the Moot?
If it were up to me, I'd vote against it. The Moot waste time dreaming of invading Camelot, while the Dorita crumble from within. We've got greater problems to solve. Fractured tribes, lost traditions, and a dwindling future. Fixing that should come first.
I have this talisman.
A nice piece. I recognize Gavor's design. Is this his way of telling me you're worth my time?
I want to join Stone Wardens.
And I want peace on Avalon. We all have wishes.
Give me a task, and you'll see what I can do.
Bold and straightforward. Qualities we look for among our own. But there's one problem. You aren't of Dalrita blood, which means the grace of the Stone Dream won't be granted to you. So, I can't admit you to our ranks.
Is there any way for me to become Dalrita?
Our ancient laws say you might, yes, but they're called ancient laws, not simply laws for a reason. If you achieve something great, say a feat of war, the Elder Council might allow you to walk the path, provided someone would stand in as your father. But as I said, it's no old dead law. Our tribes aren't exactly known for their hospitality, let alone naming outsiders as kin.
Has any outsider ever become one of the Dalriata?
Once, yes. Camelot had written him off, and he joined the knights that never came. Their tomb lies here, at the Forlorn Swords. He never returned to Camelot because he embraced our ways and chose to stay. No surprise he didn't feel like going back to the capital. Don't fool yourself into thinking you'll repeat his story. He barely completed his path, and not a single one of our women would lie with him. And so, that night's line ended.
I don't need to be one of you, just want your knowledge and privileges. Dead law or not, it's still a law.
Well, if you've won Gavor's favor, I'm willing to risk giving you a small task.
What do you need?
To prove your worth to the Stone Wardens, you must find a weird stone vein. I assume you know what it is. It used to be the first task for any prospective member of our Brotherhood. These days, most deposits are depleted, so the task is a bit harder. I can tell you where to start searching. There was once a rich vein in an old mine to the north. It may yet run deeper. We abandoned it a century ago, so I can't say exactly what you'll find inside, but I can guarantee you'll find something. And on that note, if I were you, I'd bring my best weapon. Off you go, and thank you for aiding the Ulford tribe.
I can get closer.
Who goes there? Is it you, Fusca?
I'm a friend of the tribes. Who might you be?
I'm Olaf, senior journeyman of the Stone Warden's Brotherhood. It's rare I meet anyone from outside the tribes. I've never set foot beyond the Forlorn Swords, so my knowledge of the wider world is limited. And now, as you can see, I'm here to stay. So tell me, what brings you to us? Or perhaps you prefer I share some wisdom instead?
I'm seeking King Arthur's crown.
If that's true, then you carry a great burden, and an even greater danger follows you. Perhaps it's for the best that I won't live to see the day you decide to pass through the gate. The old stories about the one who claims the crown are grim. Even among the Stone Wardens, we don't speak of them often.
What do you mean?
The eldest brothers say that whoever dares claim the crown and steps through the gate will bring calamity upon Avalon. What kind of calamity? No one knows. Or perhaps no one wants to say. That's all I can tell you. I hope they're just old tales. But if not, I hope you return whole. I've grown to like you. It's been ages since I've had such a long conversation.
What happened to you?
Nothing happened. This is the process of stone sleep. It's my choice. I've chosen to leave this world on my own terms, surrounded by my brothers. The men you see here, frozen in time, are my kin. Each of them embraced the sleep, just as I do now. I know our customs may seem strange to outsiders, but trust me, there's no greater honor for a Stone Warden than to merge with the land we've served.
Stone sleep?
I forget sometimes. Those outside the tribes don't know our ways. It's no secret, so I'll tell you. Stone sleep is how we unite with the land we've worked and protected. It's the highest honor. A chance to become one with the soil that sustained us. We believe it grants a kind of immortality.
Tell me about Stone Wardens.
We are the noblest of orders, forged from the strongest miners and smiths. Our history goes back to the earliest days of the Dal Riata in the Forlorn Swords. We serve the land and its hidden treasures. Only the most skilled and devoted are welcomed among us. There's no room for aimless wanderers. We're born of the land, sustained by it, and in the end, we return to it. That's why we embrace the stone sleep.
Do you think I could become full member of the Stone Warden Brotherhood?
We've never accepted anyone who isn't Dal Riata. Not in living memory, anyway. Darvan sticks to traditions like moss on stone. So don't hold your breath. That said, the world's changing. Not necessarily for the better, just shifting. Like the ground beneath our feet is moving, and we can't stop it. We used to say, the world will end before we let outsiders into our ranks. Maybe we cursed ourselves with those words. Don't take it personally if Darvan decides to make an exception for you. I trust his judgment. And if he does, the rest of the Brotherhood will fall in line.
You mentioned Fusca. Who's that?
She's my daughter. A brave young woman who worries about me a great deal. She stops by every now and then to tend to my stone-bound body. A good girl. Though, if you ask me, she worries far too much. I'm not dying, after all. I'm simply entering the stone sleep. And that's far better than dying.
Man. Let's do this quest. Find the wife. I also need to find merchant. What's here? Sleeping. Yoink. Oh, hello. Barracks.
A stranger among the Ulfr. I don't yet know how to read this omen, but I'll be keeping an eye on you, outsider. Though I'm not sure anything worse than Thrigve could befall us.
Who are you?
My name is Erland. I am the seer of the Ulfr tribe, although it seems few among us have any need for a seer. Folk would sooner put their faith in steel than in me.
What about Thrigve?
I don't know if I should speak about our fall with a stranger, but for some reason you were allowed among us. So you'll have your answer. Thrigve has taken hold of the power of the giants, something no human should ever wield. To surrender oneself to such forces is inhuman. It's a spit in the face of Maether. Man was not meant to meddle with what lies beyond his fate.
You speak of a fall. Why such heavy words right away?
Because that's what it is. Not a trial, not a misstep, a fall. He drags more than just himself into the abyss. I had a vision of what would await our tribe if nothing changes. We'd all end up as twisted wretches. The first omen has already come. The red eye. I saw it. It was watching me, just beyond our village.
Red Eye? What do you mean?
Have you ever heard of the Beholders, outsider? They were beings that dwelt deep in the dark beneath the earth. The Four Dwellers made them a promise to lead them out of that darkness. They promised the Beholders they would see the light, so the creatures followed that false light. They trusted the Four Dwellers and were twisted by the weirdness. They put their faith into something beyond their grasp. I believe Thrygve, reaching for the power of the giants, is doing the same, placing his trust in the wrong promise.
And?
I saw the red eye of a beholder. If nobody stops them, those abominations will crawl out again and twist us, just as they were once twisted.
I can look into it for you. Or why not ask someone from your own tribe to help?
Because they wouldn't listen. Or they'd say I'm weak, that I've let fear cloud my judgment. Among the Ulfr, doubt is a heavier burden than truth.
I can look into it for you.
Is that so? Then perhaps your arrival can bring more than ill tidings. I saw the red eye on the slopes, just beyond the village, while I was foraging in the snow for roots to use in my rites. I think that's where you should begin your search.
What happened to the Beholders?
After they were infected with the weirdness, the Four Dwellers turned them into weapons. I once read some old Del Rida records, accounts of our ancestors being slaughtered by those foul things during the wars with the Four Dwellers. A terrible fate awaits those who've had any dealings with the giants or the Four Dwellers. The Gunvalder believed that their giants started to awaken and were slaughtered by Camelot. The Thoids gave their faith to a giantess, and they stained themselves with vile magic, turning their backs on the old faith in Maeder. Yes, it's time for you to go.
Omen in flesh. Darnar told me to speak to your wife.
Vigdis? What does she have to do with this?
Darnar says she's in contact with the giants.
Does that old man really believe her ramblings are the will of the giants? Unbelievable. I won't say what I really think about this. If the Master of the Brotherhood believes it, who am I to argue?
Why didn't you mention Vigdis before?
Because I'm protecting her from prying eyes and the superstitions of villagers, that's why. I don't know you. Why would I speak of my wife accused of madness to a stranger. For any Dalrita, losing one's mind is like a living death, a shame worse than most can bear. But I love her too much to grant her a good death. If Darvan believes she hasn't gone mad, but instead serves as a bridge between the Ulfr and the Giants, then I'll gladly let you speak with her. You'll find her in the locked room. Here's the key.
Elevator pass. Darvnar sent me. He said you know how to speak with the giants.
He sent you, didn't he? Ha! That's bold of him. Sending someone else to poke at old wounds. Yes, I know their ways. Or what little of it the Ulfr haven't buried with scorn and silence. But you're not here for stories, are you? You're here for the blessings.
I need their blessings to forge some armor. Without it, I can't face Thrigvi.
The giants don't just hand out blessings like baubles at a market. Their favor is earned, not begged for. They respect oaths, strength, and sacrifice. You'll need to approach their shrines, what remains of them, and prove your worth. Each giant demands something different. It could be a test of will, a trial of battle, or a riddle no mortal tongue can solve.
How do I find the shrines?
Start where the land still remembers their steps. Their shrines lie in places of weight. You'll feel it when you're close. The air grows heavy, and the earth hums beneath your feet. We built shrines near the giants themselves, where they stand,
petrified, often part of the mountains now. If you falter, they will know, and if you lie, you'll wish you hadn't.
What kind of sacrifice should I bring to speak with them?
For the Gonvaldor giant, the summoner, bring proof of the hunt. The summoner respects not just strength, but the bonds you forge. Alone, you are nothing. Together, you are worthy. For the Thoid Mother, the giant of bloom and ash, offer flowers. Simple, fragile things, yet they carry life even in ruin. She remembers beauty, where others see only loss. And for the giant below, the keeper of depths, well, you'll need to find that out for yourself. The giants demand truth, not tricks. Fail them, and you'll face a wrath older than the earth itself.
Will the giants help me get rid of the Thrigve? Or will they just make things worse?
The giants see Thrugva for what he is. A parasite clinging to their world, twisting what was once sacred. They have no love for him. For years they've waited, longing for a champion, someone strong and worthy enough to carry their blessing and cleanse this land of his corruption. If you prove yourself, they will help you. Just show them you're the one they've been waiting for.
Why do the Ulfar think you're mad for knowing all of this?
Because I speak truths they'd rather forget. It's easier to call someone mad than face the shame of their own weakness. The giants haven't abandoned us. We abandoned them. If you want their blessings, you must show them we still remember. We still honor their strength. Go with purpose, and tread carefully. The giants do not forgive fools.
What is this way? I can loot this. Where does this take me? Oh. Beach. That's nice. Okay, let's go there. Because I really want to find somebody where I can sell stuff. I'm not sure if I can go this way. Or I can go from here. Yeah. Anybody else want to ambush? No. Druid Shrine. Oh, there's a door with a helmet.
Halt! No entry, outsider.
Why not?
Because I said so.
You sound just like Vran.
Compliments will get you nowhere.
What is this place?
You don't even know where you're trying to barge in? You're either very brave or terribly stupid. This is the village of the Volker tribe, and we don't need your kind wandering around, gawking like fools.
Just passing through.
Then pass through some other way.
I'm here on behalf of the voice of the tribes.
And you've got the seal. Funny how he only remembers us when he needs something. Fine. Go on then, and speak with our chieftain, Angsver. Just try not to piss him or anyone off. The only other way out of this village is a long drop straight down.
You don't belong here. Mother speaks and I listen. She says you must be tested.
Why does she want us to fight?
Mother is everything. Strength, purpose, the voice that guides us. And you're the trial she set before me. I won't fail her.
Was that overkill? Maybe he would have surrendered. But try. I don't want to fight. Step aside.
You don't want to fight? Ha! Weakness has no place here. You'll fight whether you want to or not. And you will fight to the death.
Oh, to death? Well, you got your wish. Forge here. Please tell me you want to trade.
Off with you, stranger. I don't want to talk. I feel sorrow.
Yes.
I'll take a look at what I've got. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Oh, thank you. Wait, I need these back. Awesome. So for one giant, I'll need, let's say, monster blood, maybe even pelt. For the other one, flowers. Where are roses? There we go. So, where is this one? There's one there. There's one there. And there's one there. Let's do this one, because it's the closest. That druid shrine, I'll do it eventually. Avalon crimes. And this gave me a quest, light reading. Mine Pass. Man, knowing what these statues are now is... It hits differently, you know? Am I surviving? Nice. This is on the other side. So maybe I need to go through the mine down there. Unstoppable. Restores 50 stamina after killing an enemy. Okay, so I am down here. Mountain Ice Cave. Animal component. Blood.
You tread where others dare not. Speak, mortal. Why have you come to the dark beneath the world?
Are you Keeper of Depths? I was told you could help me.
Help? No, mortal. I do not help. I judge. I weigh the worth of those who come seeking the secrets of the deep. If you wish my blessing, you must earn it in the shadows, where fear walks beside you.
What are you? A giant or something else entirely?
What am I? I am what lies beneath. The roots of the world, the keeper of secrets long buried. You do not need to know what I am. You need to prove what you are.
I seek your blessing to defeat Thrigve.
Thrigve. His corruption festers even here, staining the roots of the world. If you wish to destroy him, you must prove you understand the price of power. Show me you can take what the depths demand: courage, wit, and sacrifice. The heart and the mind both are tested here. Bring me what lies at the core of your enemies. The heart and the brains of a beast will prove your courage and cunning. Only then will you earn the blessing of the depths. Slain, its heart and mind laid bare. You have proven yourself mortal, not just in strength, but in will. Few dare to face the darkness, and fewer still emerge victorious. You have earned the blessing of the depth. Take it and know it binds you to the weight of what lies below. The unyielding, the eternal, the unseen. This fragment is yours, forged by the shadows and the earth itself. Go now, and tread carefully. The depths remember all who walk them.
So what's the deal with that then? Oh, there's the way. And I cannot dig this up. Oh well. Maybe it's part of something else? Next one is there. And then there's one there. I'll go here first. I'm gonna go here first. I want to get that shrine. Oh, let's test something. I heard that if you reload here, the doors are open. Unless they patched it in the meantime. Yeah, the doors are open. So you can go in if you want to. I won't. Spell power. Blood. Archdruid gloves. Magic critical chance by 33 when your mana is low, and then critical damage by 25. Not bad. Now I'm gonna go back. And I'll go... I'll go here. Do this one. The thing is, where do I go from? Is this a village here? Let's check that one. Maybe get a fast travel spot. And I can do this one too. Marked an area on my map where the grotto he spoke of should be. I need to find it. one-handed from that guy. Hello.
Hello there, and sorry I haven't much time for chatter, I'm afraid. I was just about to set off again. I don't like traveling after nightfall. Gods know what slithers in the dark. Weirdness. Now that one's got a cruel appetite. Chews up lives like bread crusts. So best keep moving, right?
Who are you?
Oh, of course. In all this hurry, I forgot my manners. My name is Fillmore. But do not call me a lady. Though, my father would probably prefer it that way. Some knights aren't too fond of having a woman among them.
Maybe your father is just scared for you.
Yes. He's a bit, overprotective. Especially when it comes to the family name and what people say. He never made it to the Round Table himself, so he pinned his hopes on my brothers. One ended up as a bodyguard, the other took priestly vows. That left him bitterly disappointed, and, well, he didn't have much belief left in a daughter. Even if I've come much, much farther than they ever did.
Why did you become a knight?
Why? I suppose I thought it would make me count. People notice a knight. They move aside when you pass. I read that even among the Knights of the Round Table, there were few women. Percival, for example. Oh, what a wonderful life she must have had.
Where are you heading?
Forlorn swords. But, if you don't mind, I'd rather keep the purpose of my journey to myself for now. I'd hate to jinx it, having come this far already. The road to Burrow to Connacht wasn't easy, and there's still much ahead.
Are you not afraid of the Dalriata tribes living there?
Yes. I heard they're not really friendly to outsiders. But I've no intention of getting in anyone's way. I'll keep to the paths that seem long forgotten. Besides, I'm not exactly searching for something most folk would care about anyway.
I'm not stopping you.
Thank you. Safe travels, kind wanderer.
I hope to see you again. Nice. I won't go in yet, because I want to see this quest. I just wanted fast travel. Grotto of the First Men. There it is.